Welcome to this channel. So, in the past few days, I have shared that Wing Chun is not Weng Chun. Wing Chun is not Fujian Weng Chun either. And we know that someone always try to saying that Wing Chun is Weng Chun since more than 50 years ago. And Grandmaster Yip Man have to put in writing in public that saying that telling all of us Wing Chun is not Weng Chun. And in my sharing, I say that following the Taiji internal style for Fajing and the wide crane dynamic tension type of training is a dead end for Wing Chun if one want to cultivate or develop the power. So already there are Wing Chun friends ask me, why am I say so? That if Wing Chunner want to develop the power, one must not go using the wide crane dynamic tension type of training or the Taiji type of so-called internal Fajing and so forth. So today I like to share with you. Let's settle this once for all. Okay. In the history-wise, in my past video, in 2 days ago, I have settled it. This is history, black and white. Okay. And today, let's settle technical stuff. Now, number one, I'm not saying that Taiji is not good. Taiji is a different system. I'm not saying wide crane Fujian is not good. Wide crane Fujian is different system. They do their stuff their way. But Wing Chun is not wide crane Weng Chun. Wing Chun is not Taiji. Wing Chun have its way to generate power. Okay? Now, for those who ask me, why is it dead end? Let's ask questions. For past 100 years, have you seen any Wing Chunners who is using the wide crane Fujian's dynamic tension training can strike more powerful than a Western boxer? Have you? Have you seen that Wing Chun practitioner who is using the Taiji internal or structure of mind power can strike more powerful than a Western boxer? Or we don't even want to say more powerful, just say the same, in the same level. Well, in my understanding, based on data, until today, I never see such person. That is a reality. So it is a dead end. You can keeping following wide crane Wing Chun or you can keeping following Taiji, but you get nowhere. Because no matter what, you never be par with Western boxing's power generations, and not even talk about exceed it. That's reality. We like it or not. However, today I want to share with you an evidence of Wing Chun, which is not using those stuff, not using the wide crane Weng Chun's dynamic tensions or Taiji, which can, in real life, in real fight, generate power at least par with Western boxing. that is such persons exist. So who is he? He lived 60 miles away from here 60 years ago. He's Bruce Lee. Okay? So why I can say this? Well, because this is about science, physics. So, what is Bruce Lee famous in? The 1-inch punch and the 6-inch punch, right? So we all mimic about it. But how many of us do know the secret behind that? Behind that 1-inch punch and 6-inch punch, which is it can use in real fighting. How many of us know that? Very rare. So today I want to share with you. The entire thing is a momentum game. Okay? In my book, Restricting Wing Chun, in the chapter of momentum, this is from Shaolin, the training, and I share in today's language, and you can use today's equipment to train it. Okay? This is Shaolin short strike. This is not White Crane Weng Chun, or this is not Taiji. As in my previous video, I shared that in order to decode the 1850 Shaolin short strike, in order to decode the 1850s Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao riding, you need the Shaolin short strike. Okay? Now, today is to prove to you. Okay? So once for all, nail this thing. Let's come back with Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch and 6-inch punch. We all know that Bruce Lee doing the 1-inch punch. Well, of course, this is just moving 1 inch, right? Now, take a look. How many inch he moved his body prior to him move that 1 inch or not moving his hand? How many inch he moved his body? The second thing is for the 6-inch punch. The same thing, how many inch he moved his body prior to he stretch or he extend his hand up. Just take a look at Bruce Lee as it is. What you will find out is he is moving his body more or equal to his arm extension. Okay? So what is the point here? The point is this is body is mass multiplied by velocity, and then it extends. So even if it is 1-inch punch or 0-inch punch, I put my palm here, I don't have to move. As soon as I move my momentum, my weight with a speed in that distance, I generate the momentum out. That's how it is. Again, the 1-inch punch. The body travel in a more distance than the hand. The 6-inch punch. The body go first, travel a distance as much as the extended of the punch, of the arm. That is the secret. To break it even more basic, if I standing here and punch like this, how much power I can generate? Versus I move my body like that. Okay? I stand here with the structure, with whatever internal, I punching this way. How much power I can generate? You can measure it. Power. Okay? your momentum, your speed, those kind of things, you can measure that scientifically. How much power I can generate here versus I move my body in the same distance. So here I move my hand, my arm in this distance versus I move my body this distance. How much power is my hand can generate? And how much power is my body slam in, moving that distance can generate? That is the physics behind Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch and 6-inch punch. You don't just move your arm, you move your body. That is momentum. That is what I present here, Shaolin Short Strike Classic. That is what I refer to in my video on showing the entire world. Wing Chun is not White Crane Wing Chun or Weng Chun or Weng Chun because it is based on that. It is a momentum handling. And in Western boxing, you look at Mike Tyson and everybody, didn't they move their body? Isn't it a momentum play? It's just this simple. The issue is if one know or not. So, like last year somebody in China is saying that Bruce Lee is an American. He is only an actor. Okay, he's never fight before, blah, blah, blah. Does he know this mechanics? What to talk about if you don't know this? It is like you want to go to a war, you don't know the technology. And then you say, oh, that guy doesn't know anything. He's just an actor. So we need to base things on the facts, on physics. And that's why yesterday I said, I don't want to have anything to do with Asia. I'm just an investigator on the Chinese culture, the martial art culture of Wing Chun, and the technology. And thus I present this to you. This is what is the silver bullets. So when Bruce Lee know that he didn't tell you, what you see is in the 1-inch and 6-inch, he don't tell you the handling of the momentum. As I tell you here, as the Shaolin ancestor, Xianji Mang has tell you. So Bruce know. Who is Bruce's teacher? Grandmaster Yip Man. So all this Wing Chun is Weng Chun and all this nonsense has to stop now here. We know what it is. We know how to generate that power. From Shaolin Short Strike to physics to Western boxing, we know at least it is par with Western boxing. Because Western boxing is very scientific. So there are many traditional Chinese martial arts still believing in all this qi and all this kind of stuff. Ancient magic, I call it. But it cannot prove or verify or validate with physics. Bruce can do that. Okay? Based on evidence. Anybody can try it. How much power you can generate with your arm traveling the same distance, with your body traveling the same distance. Which one, your body traveling that distance and your arm traveling that distance, which one generate more power? So when, like Bruce Lee, when the body traveling that distance, say 8-inch, and then the arm traveling 6 more inch, you know that it is like you're shooting a rocket on top of another rocket. That's Wing Chun power generations. Why make it so mysterious? There's no need for Wing Chun to import from Taiji or White Crane Fujian. Wing Chun is a comprehensive, complete art. Wing Chun's mother art is Shaolin Sword Strike. You know, Shaolin Sword Strike is based on Qi Guang's teaching, which is in the real battlefield. Nobody talk magic in the battlefield. Okay? So this is what it is. And also, if you look at Shaolin Sword Strike, it is moving this way and moving this way in, or moving this way in and moving this way in. So the body always shoot in this way and shoot in this way, shoot in this way, and then changing angle, shooting this. Why? Why not this? Because if I do this, my head is in this position. Attack can come from here, here, here. A jab can get me. I can do this without moving my body, and I'm going to have a bad habit. So in the short strike, you see that they move like that. My head is away. They move like that. My head is away. I still face my opponent, and my body shoot in first. It is just simple, this clear. So you don't stand like that, you do this. You will not get the power because you have the structure body is dead. You don't have the momentum, the MV, mass multiplied by velocity, traveling that distance. You don't have that. You only have hand. And your target is fixed. As the other day I explained on General Qi Guang's probing horse momentum. People are going to probe you. And because it's a long fist, you can have a more variety of momentum. As in that book, you know, the Kung Fu 1560. People can probe you. Look at our friend in Western boxing. Didn't they do that? For their combinations. So you stay like that, technically, we know it is problem. So what is the point to have all this whatever power? I can take whatever power, I stand still there, lifting my anus, my spine, and all this thing. Can you handle Western boxing? The classical type and the peekaboo type. Can you handle that? You cannot handle it. Face it, there's momentum. You can import the training from Taiji. You can import training from the White Crane. You cannot get what I just shared with you, which is Wing Chun. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you. Illustrate in technical. It's not like I'm the best fighter in the world. No. We talk evidence from the ancient. We talk science, physics. Because this is evidence and it's converged with the physics. And with the example like Bruce Lee, which is evidence too. Everybody know how strong is Bruce Lee's punch. Am I right? And also everybody know that Bruce Lee is doing this kind of stuff. This type of isometric training. Go check out Bruce Lee's photo. Only now, 60 years later, I have electronic version here to show everybody. So this is the same thing as what people say. One miss one's own treasure in one's family and go outside there, try to find for treasure like a beggar. And then people look at you like a beggar and thinking that you just from poor family, your family worth nothing. Not knowing that within the family, that is this treasure, which one don't know. And so today I share with you this treasure. This is Wing Chun. Bruce Lee do that. I didn't do that, right? And Bruce is Grandmaster Yip Man's student. And all this according to Shaolin sword strike, according to the 1850 Wing Chun. What to argue? You have the theory, you have the practice, you have the evidence, you have the physics today. What to argue? So this is what I'd like to share with you today. Go back looking at the body. Don't look at the hand. Because all those who have mastered the art, they handle their body. Remember in the past video I shared to prove that Wing Chun is from Shaolin sword strike. Your body handling. That is body handling. It is not this hand. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you today. Let's put this in rest.